Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't know if any of this stuff is working, guys. Bertha's having problems. I'm having problems. My face is super bright. Let's turn that down a little bit because I'm a little too white for all that. As you see, it's just two of us today. Rem is off doing whatever weird shit Rem does. We don't know. We don't know, and that's okay. We don't need to know everything Rem does, right? Sometimes secrets are good among friends. I think he's working. I don't really know. I could barely keep tabs on myself. Am I quiet? Hold on, I got you. I turned the volume down. Is that better? Am I louder now? Am I louder now? I turned myself down because of my fan. So, tell me if that's good. Better? Okay, good. Guys, it is not Thanksgiving today. It is episode 228. You are listening and or watching Pwnecast. This is patch 8.0 for another week-ish, 2 weeks, something like that. Tonight we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. I don't actually, I have a lot of stuff in the notes for us to go over. So, you know, be prepared for a lot of things to talk about. And maybe, just maybe, we're going to try to see if we could get a handle on this lore situation. Like, maybe we could be independent without, you know, Rem. Maybe. I don't really know what that life looks like, if I'm being honest. I don't know if we could do that. So, guys, we have that and much, much more. So make sure you guys stay right here.
In 2014, a crack commando unit was banned from trade chat for comments they didn't make. These men and women promptly escaped from the Stormwind stockades to the Iron Forge underground. Today, still hunted by the trolls of trade chat, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, then maybe you can hire the Pwnecast. Leader and brains of the operation, it's Belle.
I want tacos so bad.
Betrayer of the priestly order and huntard extraordinaire, it's Remedies.
Then how did you eat it in the first place?
Lovable defender of the lesser races of Azeroth, it's Murky.
Because a turtle made it to the water.
With the Pwnecast team assembled, let the battle for Azeroth begin.
Hey guys, this is Bajira, and you are live with Pwnecast.
So me not being able to hear the feedback of what the stream is playing is a little unnerving. Let me unmute Murky here because I need to not be solo, one man alone here.
One man alone?
Yeah, because nobody wants to be that guy. Hey, so my chat is ginormous, and, you know, normally girls are about that life, right? But in this instance, I feel like...
You're just not feeling it?
It's too, big. Can I? No, none of this. Okay.
I've had those days.
I made it really big, but I shouldn't have made it as ginormous as it is. Well, we can't make it any more awkward than we already have, so that's okay.
We hear that all the time.
Yeah, let's just keep...
It was an accident, a little rubbing. It's bigger.
Yeah, we can just keep the good times rolling here. So, guys, welcome back. If you are new to Pwnecast, first I apologize because you're going to probably have it's probably going to be a relatively messy show. That's okay. We're pros, right? We can
do this.
Can we?
I know at the beginning of the show, I was on the phone with Rem. He said we can't do his lore section. He said good luck and try, so let's stick it to him.
So he thinks he's the boss then?
He thinks he's the boss. Let's stick it to that guy.
Yeah, he's not the boss of anything. He just needs to worry about being the boss of himself. Can I seriously? Does anybody know? Mark, you use this Streamlabs crap. How do I?
Correct, I do. What are you playing with?
I need to make the font smaller in the chat so I can. It's like.
Macaron.
I don't know what I did. Anyway, guys.
Uh-oh.
While Murky is gonna help me learn how to be better.
Oh, good. Mine has to update, so let's see how bad this is.
Well, guys, I want to share before we get started with the show. Hold on. I gotta So I want to share my shirt.
Nice. Classy.
I got this from Jinx, and it's their Get Wrecked collection. This is actually one of their holiday collection shirts. I quite enjoyed that it spoke to me on an emotional level. So
that's funny. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I was like super excited personally that was a thing. I feel like I am losing my brain because the chat just appeared here, but like, how did you get here, chat? Does anybody know? It lets me edit the
It
stream
just
title.
showed up. So I can't even see how to edit my chat without actually going live on mine. That would be weird.
Yeah, it's strange. It's fine. Like, I'm gonna be okay. I just
appearance. Oh, appearance under settings, appearance, chat text size. Scroll that back some.
Oh, you're right. Thank you for making me better. Thank you.
There
You're
you
right.
go.
You're right.
There you go.
Got it. Okay.
Live fixes.
Yay! Now I can see. Yay. Okay. So, guys, welcome back. If you're new to Pwnecast, again, I apologize. My name is Belle, and with me is not Rem, because Rem is working, I think. Maybe work in the corner. We don't, I try not to judge Rem. I try to let him, be...
It's almost the holidays. You gotta work for that bonus.
Yeah, I try to let him be independent. He doesn't answer to me, so he could be on the corner. If he makes extra money, hey, I'm not one to judge. I mean, I do judge, but not officially, right?
Self-starting with payments.
Exactly. And with me also is Murky, who is now going to fill the role of Rem.
Oh boy.
I don't know if you guys could hear that sound, but I wanted you guys to hear the sound of my wine hitting the glass because I really needed to drink to be okay.
You guys couldn't see it, but it was a tequila bottle off screen.
Yeah, I yelled for the husband to bring me the tequila, and then I was like, ooh.
The holidays have you down? Is that why you're having a bad day?
No, work is work is just...
Is it because it's coming up to the holidays of work? It's just a bad time?
No, that's when it's supposed to be the quiet moments.
Right.
So, like, I suppose we could probably tell, anybody who's in the Pwnecast Discord already knows. So, my direct reporting boss, which is the director of my department, she is moving into another department, and they are putting me in the director's spot. Number one, I don't belong being in charge of anybody. When they promoted me to manager, it was already a bad idea because I shouldn't be in charge of anybody. And then I, like, every other day on calls and stuff, like, the real me comes out, the F word comes out, and I fight a lot at work when people are stupid, and I don't have a filter. There's no I don't do corporate politics, so the fact that I keep getting promoted is like, how high are these people that they even keep giving me promotions?
What are you doing right?
God, like, just fucking fire me already. So,
This one swears she's manager material.
I am not, I don't know how to make it clear that this isn't for me. So I had known for a while that was the direction that they wanted to go in. Originally, it was kind of dicey because I thought they were trying to, like, fire my boss, so I was, like, freaking out. I'm like, this is not how I want her position. And then I found out that it's okay and everything's all good. So this transition's supposed to happen slowly over the next month or two, and then it will be official in the sense of January. Like, I'll have my contract to sign for my new pay and all of those things. And that's not what's happening at all, guys. So what's happening now is I'm getting CC'd and I'm on calls literally all day long that are director related in nature, and I'm not a director yet. I'm just in a hybrid role. I'm also product manager of one of our products, so I'm not supposed to run that department, but I do just because it's easier when I organize it. Boys don't know how to be organized, and our engineers are a little, they're everywhere. Well, I'm trying to handle that stuff because we're rolling out a labor of love of mine that I've spent 2 years fighting to get approved for us to rewrite some of our back end for something. But yeah, they're CCing me on everything, and all the alphabet leaders, which that's all the COOs, CPOs, CTOs, PPOPs, they're CCing me on things, pulling me into leadership calls I don't know anything about. And then they're like, what about Sam in support? And I'm like, what about me in support? I don't know why I'm here. What am I doing on this call? And he's like, well, what's going on? What's been going on this week in support? And I'm like, what do you mean? We support things. That's what we do. Shit's on fire, and we smile every day, and we make it not on fire. What?
Everybody's sitting at their metaphorical keyboard, and I just imagine you with a box of crayons and a fucking journal.
Just like,
what notes?
And I'm looking at my husband because, you know, he laughs when I'm on these calls because sometimes I'm not professional, and he laughs at some of the stuff I say. But I'm just like, I throw my hands up in the air, and I'm just like, I mute myself after I pull something out of my rear end, essentially. Like, I pulled a bunch of shit out of my rear end and made myself sound like I kind of knew why I was on this call. This was before they officially said, hi, this is going to be your position. This was just when we were in talks and they approached me and said, would you be keen to take this in January? What happened was, for this specific leadership call, they were supposed to talk to me before the call so that I went in with that information of, this is what you're here for. So when I get on the call, my boss is on the call. She's not talking about my department stuff. She's talking about the new department she's going into stuff. So the call ends, and I Slack chat my boss, and I'm like, yo, I need you to help me because I don't understand why I was on this call. That's a you job. That's not a me job. And you're talking about not our department. I don't understand. And she's like, I'll talk to you in a minute. So then I message another gentleman who is he's our operations. He's our Alphabet operations, so the COO. And I'm like, yo, my dude, why was I on this leadership call? Because I wasn't prepared and didn't know why I was there. And he goes, Veronica didn't talk to you? And I'm like, no. So then Veronica messaged me and goes, he didn't talk to you? And I go, no. So then he goes, do you have time for a quick call? Why, yes, I do. So we get on the call, and it's explained. But yes, so the transition's supposed to happen slowly, the moral of the story, and that's not what's happening. Everybody's acting, except nobody else knows. So when each department's having me do a different thing, I'm going to the other department, and they're looking at me like, you're just a manager. Why are you doing this stuff? Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? And it's awkward because it's just a few people know what's happening because it hasn't been officially announced yet. So today I told my boss, I'm like, so when are we going to announce this? Because this is getting really awkward. You guys keep wanting me to do stuff, and people are like, why is this bitch in my shit? So the saga continues because we don't know.
Oh, they're still having it.
Yeah, we only certain people know what's happening. We still have no idea. We have no clue what's going on. I'm just here.
Really assert your powers of promotion without that, so
yeah. So then I
tell you're doing it anyway. So
I ask my COO. I'm like, so what's my title gonna be? And he's like, well, we could make your title whatever you want.
Manager doer.
Well, he's like, because you're manager of global support now. Like, what do you want I mean, we could make a new title. We don't have to give you director. Like, we could make something up. And I was like, he goes, well, what would you have your title be? I'm like, the Queen of fucking Sheba. And he goes, I don't think, no shit. He goes, I don't think we can put fucking on your business card. And I was like, well, and I got nothing then. Like, I guess we're going to have to default to director since you're already telling me no. So luckily, he is equally, like, most of these corporate guys do have a potty mouth. It's selective and it depends on the company. But yeah, I was like, well, I guess if I can't have that title, then we might as well just default to director. I'm like, I don't need you to invent something like, item relocation specialist for a fucking bagger. Like, I just call it what it is. I'm directing. Let's just be a director. So then, of course, we had the money conversation. And, when you get promoted, the higher you go, the less bonus you get. People are of the impression that the higher you go, the more bonus you get. That's a lie. When I became manager, I wasn't supposed to keep my bonus. And I just said, if you're going to promote me, I'm not, like, I need my bonus. That's my buy stuff bonus every quarter. So then I told him again, okay, we're having this conversation again. I'm keeping my bonus. If you're going to take my bonus from me, then you can find a general direction and fuck off in whatever direction you find. And he was like, no, I don't think that's a problem. So, and the bonus will go up naturally because there's a pay bump, but so yeah, it's a lot of
I know you work from home and online, but I'm having fun imagining that situation at the office. We can't give you that title. We can't put fucking on the business
He
card.
literally said, I don't think
Like-
we can. I don't think, I think he said, I don't think Ian would allow, which Ian is another alphabet leader. And I'm like, well, that's a shame that Ian
But
doesn't.
the fact that that was a serious conversation, quite hilarious.
I'm not professional, and yet here they are. So the good news is,
Here we are.
here we are. I'm alive. I'm mentally exhausted, literally. I'm mentally exhausted at the end of the day. Tuesday, I was laying in bed and my husband's like, are you going to go get on Bertha? Nope. He goes, are you depressed? Nope. Well, why aren't you gaming? This is really weird. I just want to lay here and not be bothered. I want to watch my Netflix and I want to be left alone. And he's like, comes back in the room 5 minutes later. Are you sure you're not depressed? Are you upset? Is everything okay? 20 questions. And I'm like, I just want to lay here. I don't want to talk. I don't want to game. I just want to lay here and I want to watch Netflix. 20 minutes later. Are you sure you're not depressed? Is something wrong? You can tell me. And I'm like, you are making something wrong. Like, leave me alone. I just want to lay here. So then he did it again and I snapped and he was like, I guess I just won't care. Like, thank you then. Like, that's what I'm asking for. So let's do it. I love you, hon.
It's what we guys do. Like, right, Rim?
And I love that about you guys. I love that you guys care. But sometimes I need you to go the fuck to sleep. Okay.
Well, also, we were on hiatus last week because of the Thanksgiving holiday, but a lot of people who aren't in the Discord didn't get to follow your adventures of rebuilding your computer either. That was also a stressful situation on your end. So
We'll talk about that at the end of the show, but guys...
Oh, you're going to go at the end?
Yeah, because I want to make sure we talk about WoW stuff. But yeah, it was just bad. All things were just not working. She's good now, though, and I got a surprise in the mail. JK, it wasn't a surprise. I knew it was coming. So, I want to shout out to Envy. He hooked it up with his previous graphics card. And
Nice.
he upgraded to the 2080. And he gave me his 1080. I'm not going to say no to an 8 gig graphic card. Like,
Hell yeah.
who says no? So, which I didn't realize how much it was needed, actually. I guess hers was kind of old. I don't know. I guess I wasn't paying too much attention. But yes, it is
Oh,
quite
you
old.
took somebody's upgrade?
What do you mean?
Oh, you said somebody needed it.
No, Bertha needed it.
Oh, you needed it. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't realize. So when I bought all the upgrades this round, I didn't buy the video card because when I went to price out the 1080s, it was like $11 million. And I'm like, I need the
Out of
processor
range.
first, so we're just going to have to cut bait. And then it was random too. He was just like, do you want this? And at first I was like, well, I mean, mine's fine. Like, I'm okay. And he's like, well, I guess I'll just dust it off and put it in the closet then. And I was like, well, hold on now. Let's not get crazy. Like,
Hell yeah.
so I said, can you show me the can you spec the difference for me so that I know if it's worth the trouble? And he spec the difference. And I was like, okay, I'm a little retarded. I guess I should have just said yes. So I have a 980, which isn't terrible. It's a great card. But it's it's like, we're into the 2000s.
The new generation, yeah.
Yeah. So, and she's beautiful. It's great. I hope the stream reflects how awesome it is because the processor, she's beefed up. So, yeah. Okay. So, let's talk about what's happening for December 4th's reset. I think right now we have a brawl going on right now. And
The Deep Six or something?
Yeah. And then we have the World Quest event.
Reputation, yeah.
It's very important that you go pick up your World Quest your World Quest before you go and do fuck.
You spell quest with a W in there?
Shit. Go pick up the thing that tells you to do other things because you have to do 20 World Quests to get it's like a lot of resources. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's like a super lot of resources. 1,000 question mark?
1,000, 2,000.
Yeah. So go do that just because the resources is nice for you to be able to do stuff on your phone. That way you always have stuff and you don't have to worry about it and it's a good stockpile. But don't be like me and do halfway through your world quest and forget because that's not fun for anyone. So this week, or next week rather, for Tuesday, December 4th, we have the Time Walking Dungeon bonus event, so you'll want to do your time walking. It's Ulduar. Hey, the good news is they just nerfed Algonon, or Alagon, Algonon, fucking Christ. Alagon. Alagon?
Algalon, you typoed that. That's
Did
good.
I?
You did.
It really hurts my feelings, Sulfate, that you don't play World of Warcraft anymore. I just want you to know that I'm just going to drink tonight and be drunk by the end of the show because it hurts my feelings that you don't play. Every time somebody says they don't play, a baby kitten dies.
2. But yeah, it'll be the first week of the Uldar raid Time Walker, so that'll be fun because that was a great raid back in its prime. Of course, it won't be the same in Time Walker, but
well, I mean, I don't particularly like time walking, not for any reason. It just isn't fun for me. But it isn't. I love the content, and I'll do it when it's an alt that needs it. Right? It's not that important on a main to me.
Right.
Except the currency to get the mounts and stuff, the different things that you can buy. But it isn't, for mains, it isn't that useful to me, but I do see the value there for the alts because you can get some pretty sweet gear when it's that weak. So I see the value. Dark Moon Fair is coming December 2nd through the 8th. That means you have more reputation and experience buffs coming your way, so go
right after.
Yeah, when is that? That ended already, right? The 26th?
I thought it ends the 30th.
I don't actually remember.
The anniversary buff. I think it ends the 30th. We still have it as of filming, so yeah.
When you talk about time investment, it seems to me, Sulfate, like you're not playing with the right people. Because you are right. World of Warcraft is a time investment. And people say, but Belle, how can you play year after year? How can you handle when you get nerfed? Why are you still here? My dudes, it isn't because I lack a life, and it isn't because I have nothing better to do. It's because the people. I enjoy who I play with. Even when I'm solo, I still enjoy the guild stuff. I enjoy immensely just being in World of Warcraft. It really is it's a love, a labor of love sometimes, and that's okay. But it makes me sad that people don't see that all the time value. I always get really sad. Like, you don't have to play WoW all the time. Even I play other games. It's not a lot, but, you know, it's good. Okay, now that we've had that Hallmark moment. Mythic boss fixes. I don't know. Like,
was there Mythic boss fixes?
Yeah, they did, what was it? So Mithrax was not just specifically Mythic. Mithrax was all the way around. We talked about that before. Did they do another one, though? Because this one's like the 27th. Visions of Madness no longer strictly prefer to target ranged players with Mind Flay.
So the ads that spawn throughout the fight, you know how you stack up to pile up all the ads? Yeah. All the ads don't just focus range anymore, I guess?
And then the ones they did before that was melee, where the orbs didn't solely... the orbs favored ranged instead of melee.
Correct.
And then the one of the ads' health was reduced. Listen, you're just preaching to the choir, my dude. I run shit at work. I run shit at home, and I manage to find a little bit of time here and there. But that's really why I lean on my guild a little bit, because they're always there. They're just there when I have 5 minutes to log in, and sometimes it isn't for days. But anyway. So Fetid Devourer, all Mythic difficulty stuff. A ton of shit that doesn't matter to me because I don't run Mythic, but those of you guys that run Mythic, you might already know. And then Gahoon, Gibbering Horrors. That's what I need on my Christmas list. Gibbering Horror. Horror, guys. Let's horror, right? Horror.
Oh my.
And then Bursting Boils has been reduced. The number of bursting boils. Something to be said about a good bursting boil.
I don't want to hear it.
I'd say it was a good thing. Just said there's something to be said about a good bursting boil. I'm kidding. So the melee damage of Algalon, I really did. I don't know how to say his name, guys, and it's just because
Algalon.
Algalon. I say it too fast in my brain. Black hole explosion damage reduced by 35% and melee damage reduced by 10%. That's nice. That's a nice thing. That helps people out. Other than that, there isn't a whole lot going on because patch is coming. Like, it's happening, so there isn't a whole lot of focus needed there, right?
Like, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks?
Like 2 weeks.
Oh, so close. Oh, my God.
Let me see. So we're the 20, yeah, literally 2 weeks. And that's actually going to bring me to my next topic. There's a lot of information out there in the world, and I'm doing a video for Method, and part of this video, well, all of this video is what is actually coming for the patch, what people need to give a shit about. So I took a 2-for-1 there, and I thought that I would talk to you about it with you guys here. So what the fuck is actually happening when with patch stuff? We're time gating. It's not that big of a deal. I watched the Taliesin and Evitel video because I love Tal and Ev, and he was right. Like, why are people don't even know what it means to even get upset about it. Everything is time gated, and it's okay because that's the way life should be. I also want to make sure that I appropriately call out the word clickbait that occurred again when I was doing research 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? It might have even been today. I see something across my screen saying release schedule calendar, release calendar, and I go to click, and it's not a fucking calendar. It's the same information we've been knowing. But I wanted to call out that awesome use of clickbait because I think that's great. Fuck off, though, seriously, with your clickbait because you're a liar. But moving on to more positive things. Patch 8.1. This is what's coming December 11th. Nothing else is coming December 11th. This is what is happening December 11th.
The new raid!
Yes. The Azurite respec decay will begin to happen faster. As of first day this happens, it's going to start to decrease 50% every 24 hours. So those of you that are like ham sandwich and you're into fucking 10k gold already, it's going to 50% decay every 24 hours. Now, keep in mind that that's, I don't know if that's after you... I don't know how they do the math on that, but it's 50%. So, fist weapons can appear to be maces, one-handed axes, one-handed swords, and maces can appear to be, and regular maces. One-handed axes, one-handed swords, can look like fist weapons. So they all change around now. Fist weapons, one-handed stuff, fist weapons.
I'm just going to chime in right here and say, fuck Blizzard that we still don't have a fix on this wand situation because I want that wand fucking gone. Why can't we do that? Different animations for fists and swords. Please tell me why.
I agree. And I hate the wand. I hate it. It's ugly. There's no good wand around. Like, ever. I think I was using, like, the fire, like the torch.
The torch.
Because it was the only thing that made sense to me. But they're ugly, and what bothers me is they're always ugly. Every wand I've ever owned and all the ones I have in my transmog, I'm sure some people like them, but who? The Goonies? The people under the stairs? Who actually like wands? I need one person. If there's one person in the chat or online, comment, because I need to know, because I feel like you are Satan if you like the wand.
I literally only use the basic Harry Potter twig wand. Like, one color, doesn't have to be all vibrant and loud. It's just the only one that is discreet.
Yeah, I agree. See, you and I were on the same page. We know exactly what we're talking about.
Actually, another thing that I noticed that really bothers me on the inside, now that we're talking about wands real quick, is I can't transmog my wand equipped into my artifact weapon. Can you on your warlock?
No.
Because you know how some characters, like whatever you have equipped, you can still put the artifact from Legion on anyway.
I don't know.
I can't do it with the wand.
I don't like the artifact weapons. We spent a whole expansion. I don't want to look at those weapons anymore. Yeah.
Well, I would rather look at something other than a wand. So
well, yeah, you're 100% right about that. Like, I guess it would be better compared to, but I don't like the artifact weapons anymore. I spent way too much time looking at them. I don't want to see them anymore. I want them to go away, and I want them to die with legendaries. Like, wherever they buried legendaries, that they force you to keep. You can't delete, you can't vendor. You just have to stare at them as a reminder of the hell you went through an entire fucking expansion with Legendary Itis. Thank you, Blizzard, for daily letting me look at that reminder every time I log into WoW and look in my bank. I appreciate you.
It's a good thing you don't do Time Walkers.
Why?
They're useful in Time Walkers. But enough of that. We're done. It makes me angry.
They really shouldn't be our boss, though. I think. No. Legendaries were not the best part of Legion.
If you didn't get that one, you were benched or you played like crap.
Legendaries were the best part of me flushing the toilet. That's what legendaries were the best part of. They took a system that was supposed to be the exception and they made it the rule. That's why legendaries weren't the best part of the expansion. Because you can't take something that is by name and design legendary and make it required for raiders and make it required to do everything else. I mean, there was lots of reasons to run mythics and none of them had to do with legendaries because we did them and we didn't care about legendaries because we had them. Legendaries, part of that system was broken. Very few people loved that system. And when I say very few people, you, kind sir or madam, I'm not going to gender assume, and maybe 2 other people. Legendaries weren't, I don't know if you've ever been on the forums, but it was not the business. It was widely hated, and I don't mean like 5 people hated it. I mean it was...
You didn't have to be on the forums. It was widely not the business.
It wasn't the legendaries. It was the system, and it was the way that it was supposed to be legendary, but it ended up being not legendary, and you got benched from raid, or you couldn't do certain things because you didn't have X legendary, but it's RNG, right? It was a good concept, but once they start giving it to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, it isn't as fun as it... Yeah.
You didn't feel legendary.
It wasn't legendary. It was basic, bitch. It was like walking in with Ugg boots and trying to call them leather boots. You dig my vibe? Like, let's just call it what it is. And hi, you're driving home. I hope you are not listening and driving. I feel like that's like asking for a car wreck. I'm going to try to be on my best behavior so you don't feel like you're going to cough everywhere. Okay. Let's move on to what else is coming in 8.1 for December 11th, because there's 2 other stages of 8.1 that we're going to talk about in a second. Continuation of the war campaign. Obviously, guys, we knew this. Probably the same gating happening. It might be time. I don't know. I'm not sure how they're gating that, but I'm sure they're not going to give us all the campaign at once because that would be dumb. We gobble up content like it's going out of style. We need Blizzard to save us from ourselves, which is why time gating doesn't bother me. Heritage armor for blood elves and dwarves. I understand the dwarf. I don't understand the blood elf. Why right now? Why of all the heritage armors? Why would that be the one you chose to highlight right now? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep drinking until it feels good.
I haven't done the PTR scenario, but maybe it's relevant to what's going on in the game. So
I'm sure.
That's the only thing
I have been swatting away spoilers while I'm doing my video stuff and all that. I'm swatting away spoilers because I've avoided. I don't actually know what's going on content-wise for the patch because...
Why the dwarf one? But it looks cool.
Well, I like I can understand the appeal of the dwarfs. I guess blood elves have that same appeal to a lot of people, so I guess that makes sense. Mm-hmm. The Paragon Reputation Rewards. Hallelujah! Like, I am waiting. Mm-hmm. My Proudmoore Admiralty is just waiting to get things because can we? That's what continues to drive the relevancy of world questing. Well, right now it's Azerite, but like that's good for me, and we need those rewards. And
I don't know what the rewards are. I've only seen pets.
So far, that's all they've highlighted.
Okay.
And I think, obviously, they're saying there's only pets available, but I gotta be really honest. I'm gonna be really pissed off if the best I could get is an albatross for Proudmoore Admiralty, right?
Where's Ren when you need him?
Like, you mean to tell me all my hard work is gonna give me an albatross? Albatross?
Are we gonna start a rant? We're gonna start a movement about like. Let's ask those Azurite gear guys to start a movement. We get mounts out of this.
Albatross?
I'm an
For
albatross.
Kulterans. It's bad enough you're making me wait to be a Kulteran until 8.1.5. It's bad enough, which is... We'll talk about my predictions, but pretty sure we'll see March or April 8.1.5. Maybe a little bit later. Maybe May. So you mean to tell me I can't be a big girl anytime soon on my druid? She's ready. I just started leveling her using the Legion invasions. And it's not as good from 110 to 120. But the incursions will be here, which is next on my list. But yeah, you mean to tell me I can't be a big girl? Hello? Okay. Because they need to be, like, out now. I'm trying to be one with the Kulterans, and, like, I'm so in. I already saved my name for my name change when I race changed the druid. Are you guys ready for this?
This is news to me. What is it?
I wanted to do Lord Admiral Bell, but it doesn't fit.
Oh.
So instead of Lord Admiral Bell, we're going to do Admirabelle. You know, admirable. I'll let you guys simmer on that.
This is where we'll insert the laugh track and
Simmer on that for a minute.
carry on.
That wasn't my idea. That was Rem's.
Admiral, but okay.
Yesterday we were going back and forth over potentials. See? Angie gets me, man. She just digs my vibe. Admirabelle. I might just do, like, Admiral Bell if I get the fancy. But I want to become one with being a Kulteran druid because I'm so freaking excited.
Say that name again.
Admiral. Either Admiral Bell or Admirable.
Admirable.
Admirable, but with Bell. Because, you know, I like to do my names with Bell.
I know. Okay, I'll give it to you. It's kind of cute. And
I'm ready. Her transmog is ready. She's got the... I don't even know what transmog it is, but I look like a dapper fucking pirate commander. I got it from somewhere. But, like, she's got a patch. I got the whole... Like, I'm so ready. But we don't get that yet. Obviously, the Sourfang and Tarana.
Where are you?
Quest lines are going to be continued. New island expeditions and the vendor situation happening with the new things that you get with your doubloons. And then the 2, which is the Jormdor off the top of my head, and something Haven. Hold on. I should know this. Hello? I lost it. It's somewhere in the void. Havenswood. Jorndal and Havenswood. Incursions, which, guys, incursions, this is freaking awesome. Because this will help you level alts with, I think, I would assume more experience than the Legion invasions, right? There would have to be, like, a larger gap of experience there. But very similar to how we did them. The zone gets attacked, you do stuff. Okay, I'm in.
No.
Yeah, like, it's a way to level, and right now it's a good time to level because it's really easy to gear. Blizzard's literally throwing gear at you left and right. It's a good business to be in if you have to be in the business of leveling alts.
And they'll probably throw a bunch of rep at you too for all this paragoning we're going to be doing.
Right, which makes it even better because you can leverage the tokens on multiple alts when you're trying to work on whatever rep you're trying to do. But it's like, at the end of the day, now's going to be a perfect time to level. Account-wide reputation credit with the transmogging and all of that, that's going to be put in place in December 11th as well. So your achievements, like your 100 exalted reputations and all the stuff that comes along with that you got on one tune, it's account-wide now, which means the rewards for that, like your tabards and that kind of stuff, it will be account-wide in transmog, which is nice. This doesn't mean as a leatherware you can transmog cloth.
Who would think that?
Rem is here. He's dead, and it's okay. Rem, just kick your feet up. Berkey and I have got this. Have a drink. We're drinking. Just relax. Just relax. Account-wide flight paths. Now, before I say this, I want to say that should this have not always been a thing? The redundancy, I understand the redundancy, right? Again, classic players will never know the struggle. But, like, no, I'm drinking. I have no reason to yell. No reason. This is what I do. I drink. That should have always been a thing, but that we can't complain about that, right? When they're doing something, we could just say, okay.
I'm sure it was in their thoughts, but they like character-specific things to be character-specific things. And it's only changed, like, this expansion where all the fly pass you unlock from your mission table, you know, are unlocked on your alts now. So this is just them expanding more on it.
Well, and remember, so before I tell you this next part, so you can get your book still from the vendor in, well, for Alliance, it's in Ironforge, the heirloom vendor. You can buy the Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor books still. And if you are on a Horde tune and you've purchased these toys, it'll swap over to the Horde version of those toys. So you don't have to buy both. So we have those. These new, there's the Honor-Bound Scouting Map and the Legion, 7th Legion Scouting Map. You'll be able to get them from either vendor. And it'll teach you all the flight paths available to your faction for Quilteris and Zandalar, and it does include the unlocked outposts. No, this isn't going to unlock outposts for you, right? Let's make sure that we keep this in perspective. If you're expecting to buy this book and you didn't do any of those missions or you didn't open up the outposts on at least a main, yeah, you're not. It's not going to help you with that because you still have to go through the trouble on the one to be able to do that. So, yeah, basically. Right? Did I say that right? Did I do that right?
No, it sounded right.
I prepped. And these books are only 100 gold, unlike the Kalimdor and Eastern Kingdom one that's like 10k. Fuck you, Blizzard. But it's a toy, so I guess I understand.
I feel so lazy because I've been working on my brand new Druid too, and obviously it's Alliance, so playing in the Zandalari zones is slow. But I have all those other outposts unlocked. I just have to walk my happy ass there and unlock it.
Well, you better get it done.
I have no urge to walk there. Well, no, because this is in the book and they give me that flight. It's unlocked. It's just
no. You have to physically go through the motion of opening it. If it's not opening it, it doesn't count.
Well, it's opened on my main.
Oh yeah, then that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's open on my main. My Druid alt though, they're not.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't done anything on the. Well, I think I opened up 2 on the monk, but yeah, I agree. I did that once. I don't want to do it again. I think those things are important. I think them recognizing that the grind for alts shouldn't be as much as it is, right? We should be happy grinding really hard on one and then allowing others to let's have it a little bit easier because that's what keeps people playing. Like right now, there isn't a whole lot to do on your main when you're raiding, right? There isn't a whole lot of things to do if you're not somebody who wants to bang your head against the wall doing a million raids or a ton of group content that requires you to be bound to a group of people when you're tired and you just want to get in and go. So alting is good because you get to, now's the time when I start working on bringing all my alts through the expansion.
You just said the word alt and made me just think of this right now, but isn't there supposed to be a thing like if you're exalted with the champions of Azeroth that your alts are going to be exalted too? Wasn't that a thing talked about long ago? Am I crazy, or was that something that was mentioned a long time ago?
I don't know that was ever what was going to happen, right? Like, I don't know that they ever said... I'm looking. Hold on. Yes, so...
Oh, the champ says live? Is it? Really? I'm going to go check out an alt.
If you reach Revered with Champions of Azeroth in one character, all characters on your account will be able to acquire the Heart of Azeroth upgrade from Magni as soon as Tides of Vengeance launches. So, yes, it isn't available now, though. So I don't know what you're talking about there, Bod. You a little wrong.
Troll.
It is coming for the 11th, though. I was actually getting to that on the list. Funny how I didn't connect that. That's okay. Yes. Which is great. Another great thing to catch up your alts on, right? Like, I don't want to do all that stuff. Not on the alt. Some things I think you should have to go through because that's character progression in general. I'm not even going to talk about that because it's going to make me rage. The account bound prestige and all that garbage. It's just going to piss me off. So we're not even going to go there. We're going to not go there because a lot of people love it. And that's great that you all love it. But I think there should be a difference between character progression, like individual character progression and what account wide means. So the eye levels are not going to be account-wide because they can't be. Your traits that you unlock change your item level because some shoulder pieces you have all the traits unlocked, including the last one that gives you the higher item level. It's going to be, you're going to be able to get the upgrades from Magni to upgrade the base item level, but it's not going to make all the necklaces on all your accounts have the same item level because it's still bound to you unlocking things as you're adding Azurite to it. So yes, you're right, but just so we're honest about perspective, unless I'm wrong, I don't believe that I am, you're still going to be bound to unlocking the gear as you get it because the gear you still have to unlock. And some pieces that are a higher item level, it requires you having higher traits to unlock the fourth piece. So, I just work here. I don't even work here. I just say I'm here. I'm just here. But the account-wide flight pass, major quality of life improvement all the way around because nobody likes to go through all that. The Warfront, the new one, which is going to be Darkshore, and Darkshore Overworld revamp, new Warfront vendor, all the stuff that they're doing with the new way that they're approaching the Warfronts in the sense of when it's your turn to gather resources. That's code for giving the vendors random shit, right? All the dudes that are chilling there, you give them random stuff. They, in return, give you Azurite, and I leveled an entire level doing this yesterday. Day before yesterday. I was so happy because I leveled an entire level turning shit in. Like, it was great. I don't know if you guys have maybe just turned in one or two things. Go to the auction house, buy what they need, and it's a great way to get a lot of Azurite very quickly. What makes this even better is throughout this whole time, every day those are going to reset for you. They'll offer you different, you'll have different offers. So it isn't a one-stop shop. Yeah, it isn't a one-stop shop. It's daily while this process is going on.
That's good. All right. Cool.
Well, this is twofold, right? You get additional chances to be able to contribute, which give you a bonus in your Azurite, and it gets you done faster with the contributions. So maybe instead of however many days it takes now, you bump that down, probably knock it in half, which is fantastic. It's not supposed to be the same items, though. So according to people, the people under the stairs, whatever people, you know, those mysterious they people that report, it will change every day that it's available, which is great because that means the turnaround time on Warfront should be...
It should only be a couple days.
Yeah. So what do we have now? A total from gathering resources to scenario. What is that, a week? 2 weeks?
It's about... It was so... At first, it was like 5 days, but now we've got it down to 3 to 4. Depends on how lazy we feel. So it should be even quicker if it's daily.
I feel like the reason it takes so long in general, I mean, it doesn't take Alliance very long, but I feel like people don't see the value in doing it. I feel like people don't realize I went from nothing on my bar, Azurite level 28. I turned all of them in but one, and the one I didn't turn in was engineering because it was some weird shit, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. I got a full level. I went to 29. And that, I think people might not be seeing the value there. So if you're not seeing the value, go do it. It's good. You don't have to grind for artifact level like you used to, right? It isn't such a big deal if you don't have it. There isn't that huge of a power gap. If you're a Mythic Raider, maybe you have requirements. And, you know, I don't know what your raid leaders require of you. But
I mean, it's defensive traits that you unlock at the end. Right. I mean, not an improvement to DPS. Right.
Well, in the very last ones, you're, what is it, a 5-item level?
The 5-item level, so yeah, 370, 375 doesn't change shit.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. We're talking peanuts.
Somebody want a peanut?
There's a whole entire slew of class changes. We're not going to talk about any of them. Let me tell you why. It's going to change in the next week. It's going to change 2 days before patch. It's going to change a week after patch because we're in PTR. When live data hits the realm and everybody's squawking on the forums, it's going to change again. Go into the patch with class changes with an open mind. Try to stay away from toxic influencers who continue to spread their toxicity and hate fire. Try to approach it with an open mind of you know what your class needs, and just see it for yourselves before you panic, right? Don't riot. Don't threaten to set Blizzard on fire. Just do it. Just be. If it's bad, okay, it's bad. I agree. Only Warlock stuff matters. Like, I tend to not look at anything else. So, like, you and me, Cash, we're on the same page. Like, I don't tend to give a shit about anything else. But I'm saying for overall for everyone else. Well, the monk changes affect me too. The Mistweaver, but
Mage just nerf, rada.
Yeah, right. Leveling changes.
Oh yeah, this is beautiful.
So, a recap: the experience required to level from 20 to 120 has been reduced. So, I have the chart somewhere. I checked it out. It's because like from 20 to 60 was the worst anyway. Like 30 to 40 was. You were all right. 50 to 60, like the gap was pretty huge. Pretty huge.
Never mind.
Oh, my husband's not watching. Luckily, I think he's with the kids at their holiday.
Sorry.
I'm okay. He's with the kids at the holiday party. We're good, guys. We're good. Not holiday party. They have every year they make the kids get together and wear red shirts and sing Jingle Bells. And every year all the parents are extra as fuck and they bring like 7-stage cameras set up.
We didn't have to do that shit in California. What the hell is this?
All the parents, you would think their children were fucking...
God's gifts?
No, you would think they were on American Idol fucking trying out for the time of their life. Like $1 million contract was on the line here. These parents... And I live in a rich white people neighborhood. And if there's any rich white people watching, I don't know why you would be watching us. But if there is, don't be offended. You know what you do. Okay, I don't have to tell you. You know. You with the yoga pants and the hair and the makeup pretending like you go to the gym. Bitch, you ain't sweating. Listen, these mothers, they are so extra that, like, seriously, you would think that they are giving the stage performance of their lives. Listen, my minis are 6 and 8. My 8-year-old has teeth that are too big for his mouth. He's my favorite age when everything is awkward, and I just absolutely love it when he smiles because he just looks so goofy. These kids are uncoordinated. They can't fucking sing a tune. They're mumbling words that they don't even know what they're mumbling to. The nice hair that you spent all that time doing, it's a mess because they're sweating and other kids have put their hands through it. Their shirts and outfits and everything, you went to such great care, tucking in and arranging. That shit's untucked because they've been to the bathroom 3 times. There's chocolate stuck on their face. And the one kid on the left always looked like he wants to kill himself. And you really think he's going to.
Oh, no.
That's what happens at this event. But the parents are so... They're calling it a recital. A recital for what? Literally, my children are not in any events. They're an event called fucking be a nice adult and not be an asshole. Like, that's the event they're in. Make me proud. Don't be a dick at school. That's the event. So typically I do if it's something my children are doing. Like, my son wants to do football. I'll totally go to his football games. Like, I'm in. And I won't be that mom that's like chin checking other kids. I might, actually. But, so that's what's happening right now. And I don't have to be there. My eyes like, babe, can you just video it for me? Because I'll feel like I'm there if you video record it. I'll feel like I'm just there. Not having to deal with other people's bad screaming kids and that lady that always stands in front of you to take a picture of her kid that's in the very back row. With the hair. Becky. With the hair. Okay, now that that's over. How did we get there?
Funny. That was a stretch. Quality entertainment.
We got our shit together. Yep.
What did we leave off of?
Sizable reductions.
That's right. Leveling.
At level 60, a 40%... Wait, hold on. The biggest reductions come at the level 60 range at 40%, with sizable reductions for all past expansions. Again... I don't know if it's a female or male at Blizzard that wrote this. So I don't know if sizable reductions is a real number we can get behind, or is it a man's version of sizable reduction, right?
That's like 6 to 5.
Right.
Or 4.
It matters.
We don't know what the value is, but we know it's there.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
Or 4 to 3.
And then remember, we have the leveling elixirs.
Oh, the 10%.
Yeah, the 10%, and then there's which one is this? So this one is increase all stats by 20 and experience. Oh yeah, the
Drought of War.
The taste of victory you get from incursions, which is nice. And then there's the heirloom tank cloak. What level is that though? Because it's only the heirloom. Wait, what? Hold on, guys. We got the cloak of hardened steel. Get the fuck Get out!
That's my mog.
The cloak of hardened steel. The bolstering warhorn.
Oh yeah.
That's a tank trinket.
Oh yeah, it is.
The battle hymnal. That's a DPS haste trinket. Ooh, really? I'm in. Oh wait. Why are these only for horde?
I'm sure there's a counterpart.
Maybe, I don't know. Dusk powder, which isn't very fun. I was expecting better. That's not. That's a threat reduction trinket, and then the enchanted war scroll, DPS critical strike trinket. It's a little disappointing to me.
So that's all bind on account gear, heirloom gear that you were just reading off, and I didn't know that there was a niche that needed to be filled with all those objects.
Apparently, people don't have enough hardened steel in their lives, and I can understand that as a woman, right? Like, I dig it.
But like all those trinkets, like they're better if everybody in your party has them. Like,
yeah, because things are better with friends, Murky. You can't go through life alone with no friends.
Okay, I will do it.
I think they just want people to do group activities, right? Because again, the reason I play is because of people. Even if I don't see people, it's people. And who doesn't need a good bolstering warhorn? Like, I can think of 2 occasions today where I needed that, right? And I didn't have one. And now
I've got like 3 under my bed, different 8 to 9.
That doesn't surprise me, right? Like, I'm not even shocked that you have that. So
4.
That's what's happening for 8.1 so far. Meaning they could add stuff, right? And stuff could be done with other stuff. Guys, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I yawned. I'm really tired. I got up really early this morning. Then there's what we're referring to as Season 2. And I have to be really honest. I have always assumed Season 2, the assumption there was PvP. That's not the case here, ladies and gentlemen. So the week before Thanksgiving, I mentioned Season 2, and I assumed it was PvP. Apparently it isn't, which I got to get used to the PvE having a season attached to it with the ladders and the Hall of Fame and the cha-cha and the whose dick's bigger and the my guild's better than your guild and all that. I got to get used to
God,
it.
MDI seasonals.
Yeah, like
that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand that. So this whole time I thought it was just PvP, and I realized that it isn't. So this is coming in January. We don't have a date, but I think we could probably safely say probably the same second week in January as December, right? We could probably look for a month out. Now, the only crappy part about this whole... Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're rewording tier and doing seasons instead, because I guess we have to be like Diablo and all the other things, right? We can't just be our own. We can't just call it tier. We have to acclimate and Borg it up, right? I'm the cutest of Borg. That's the only way I know how to describe it. That does bother me that we're taking things that have been an inherent thing in World of Warcraft and we're changing them to not. Because then it's no longer...
Well, the word tier wouldn't work in PvP, so... Still
and it
weird
doesn't work for Mythic Pluses either. I get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Still.
We gotta roll.
Lazy.
We gotta roll with the punches, right? We gotta be all that we can be. Not for nothing, but do you guys think I could convince my husband after the show to go get me a burger? Because I'm fucking starving.
How about a pizza?
We had pizza yesterday, and I ate a reheated pizza for lunch because I thought I was going to pass out, and it was not fabulous. I have the new cheeseburger pizza from Papa John's. It was fucking delicious. Pickles on it and everything was amazing. Well, the cheese sauce could be a little bit more spicy, but I eat mine with hot sauce, so it doesn't matter. Pickles on a pizza doesn't sound as good as you would think, but it is delicious.
I don't think I have a Papa John's near me, but that sounds good.
They have cheese bread with, they have green chili cheese bread, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, that was really good. It was a lot of eating of a lot of indigestion. I'm not a stranger to indigestion. Okay, so for season 2, right? We're gonna say season 2. We're just gonna call this the raid PvP patch. Now, what's interesting here? I understand waiting for a month for the raid to come out because we did that with expansion launch. The raid doesn't usually come out straight away with the beginning of whatever new fresh content patch. Mythic Pluses, all the nice stuff that's coming there. What's interesting to me is the PvP stuff. How bizarre that they're going to force players that have already established or that are even still working towards their ladder. They're going to make them finish out their ladder with new class changes. That is really weird for Blizzard to do that. It's actually kind of a shit move.
They've never done that before, have they?
They've always... that before. Well, I think there was one other instance, but how bizarre that they're making that a thing.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah.
That's really just a way to sugarcoat it. That's fucking rude.
It's crappy from all the way around because they're giving the raiders time to adapt. It's just shitty that they should have cut off the season. They didn't even have to start a new season, right? You don't have to start a new season. Just they should have cut off the season. It's shitty that they're allowing, because those changes...
That's how it's always been. There's always been that gap window of...
That's not what's happening here. It's really weird that Blizzard decided to do that. It's even weirder when Blizzard saw their reaction because everybody was really angry. And even I was like, oh, that hurts. And I'm not any kind of ladder. The only ladder I got is... the ladder that I don't own.
I'm just gonna pray that Daddy Holinka with the big penis will fix this situation.
Sadly, because he's combat, I don't know what he can do about content releases, but somebody at Blizzard, knock knock, hello? Do you even fucking game? Hello?
We'll see the forums, I'm sure. I'm sure a class is gonna fall out and not be...
It's just crappy for the guys that have gotten where they are with the current way that they're playing on their... on their classes, and then whatever nerfs or buffs are happening, if some other guy, we're going to call him Johnny Be Good, or we'll say Johnny Be Bad, comes up and passes the ladder on Johnny Be Good because of class changes instead of skill, that's sad. That's not very smart. I'm a little surprised. So this mid-January, the raid, the 5th Azurite ring, the new Mythic Plus 10 Reaping. How can you be mad at something called Reaping? Like,
have you? Oh, never mind. You don't do high-end mythics.
I don't do over 7 right now because nobody will take me to an over 7. I wouldn't take me either, but...
Have you read into what that trait actually does in a mythic? So apparently every 20... You know how there's the progress bar in your trash you kill?
Mm-hmm.
Every 20%, apparently all that trash
resurrects. Back up.
Yeah.
I'm in.
That sounds so brutal.
That sounds like it's better than some of this other shit we deal with, to be honest. What did we do?
I hate the infected.
Yeah, and I don't...
With the Gahoon worms.
Yeah. Sanguine's not really fun either, but I guess it's the less of the evils of all of them. It's not too terrible because it's just shit on the floor.
It wasn't nerfed, so it can't be terrible compared to all its brothers.
Yeah, I mean... I kind of like that. I think that's kind of an interesting twist. Like, oh, I thought you were dead. Just kidding. I'm here to wreck your day.
It'll be fun.
I'm looking for a Mythic Plus group if anybody wants to add me and doesn't care about my 125 Raider IO score. Ask me why this week. I was like, I'm going to install Raider IO as an add-on, and I'm going to see what all the fucking fuss is about. So I'm sitting in Borealis just looking at everybody's Raider IO. And I'm like, this is what Rem feels like. He's just like talking everybody's shit in game. This is what Rem feels like. He just sits in the house of judgment. The very top of the hill and the very top of the mountain in Borealis, just judging everyone.
Look at that guy with a 163. Eat ass.
Like, seriously. So I just went to it because I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Like, I mean, at this point, I don't know, you guys don't see my raid logs, but like, last raid I fucking killed it. I don't know that I don't know where that DPS came from, but it was legendary DPS.
You were topping on Zul.
I don't know how that's a thing.
Quite erotic it was.
And I was really super focused on Zul while everybody was killing everything else because we had to phase Zul sooner. But yeah, I don't know. There's a tryhard in me somewhere in there, but it isn't here. But yeah, I know you sit in Borealis and you judge everybody's Raider IO score. I have 125. What's up? Like, yours is what, 500 something? Let's fight. In the street with fists. Come on. So if anybody is out there and wants to bring me in on their Mythic Plus group so that I could learn to be a tryhard so that I could be better than Rem, I'm here. Add me on Battle Tag, and I will do my very best to not be a shithead. And my monk heals. I don't know. She doesn't heal a lot of Mythic Pluses. I don't have. She used to, but she's moderately geared. I think she's heroic ready, but I'm actually a really good monk healer.
You're not even a bad warlock.
No, I just am lazy. It isn't a skill level, it's a lazy
I
level.
thought it was more the attention span, but we'll go lazy.
That is 100% all a part of that all that baskets wrapped together is all of that. But it's funny because there's a lot of really tough mechanics in this tier that I adapted to very quickly, which is very surprising. Vectis is still a little bit dodging all of them little period bloods being thrown at you. It's still a little weird, but like, is that Vectis?
Yeah, Vectis.
Yeah, that's a little tricky, but other than that, is it because I've cleared the Mythic Plus? I don't know what that means. I just know that I have 125, and if you want to fight, let's fight. But if
I beat the Mythic Plus, I beat the game.
yeah, if anybody wants me to do Mythic Pluses with them in a serious manner, like, don't invite me to some shit show where we're wiping 7 fucking times. Rem, I don't want to be all that. Set me up for success here. But I do need higher Mythic Pluses, and I do need people that are down to not yell at me and not be mean to me and not make me feel like I'm going to throw myself off a bridge. So if you are any of those people and you have a spot you need to fill, hit me up, guys. Like,
you should make a guild and invite people to do that type of stuff.
The thing about the guild is, like, everybody's already got their people that they run with, and the people that don't have the people that they run with, they run at times that are not convenient for me. So if you guys just see me on messing about in Borealis, just hook it up. Hook up a sister. I feel like that might have been racist. Was it considered racist? No?
No.
Okay. Good. We're good.
No, sister. It was not.
Yeah, we're okay. Higher eye level loot from dungeons, emissaries, and warfronts. So that scale goes up as we go up. That's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Rem, you don't have to yell at me. Your face, I know. The way you breathe, I know. I know. You are like me. I have no game face. So when my kids piss me off, I don't have a poker face. They're very aware.
There's no discreet.
And I get it. It's hard to do things with me, guys. Please don't. I don't want this to turn into a bash Rem situation because Rem puts up with a lot of my shit. And I don't know that I would, right? Like, I probably would have ditched my ass a long time ago. I am a lot. I have ADD. I have children. I have just my brain in general. Like, I can't even make any excuses. I squirrel and...
Such a gomper. As
100%,
you know.
I'm sure. So, the fact that Rem even puts up with it the way that he does is phenomenal. That he even does that. But then it's funny because then when my husband's doing shit with us and he annoys me because, like... here we are in this fucking dungeon. And I'm excited because I want to get a higher plus because I want to get better gear for raid.
Mm-hmm.
And then we bring my husband, God bless him. He's just barely getting back into WoW, and he's learning. But then my husband is like, it's a fucking shit show. It's a literal shit show. It's a fucking wipe fest shit show. I spent an hour and a half wiping in this fucking dungeon, and I wanted to kill myself. Literally, I wanted to just open this window, and I wanted to jump out of it. But I couldn't because my air conditioner is in the window, and it stops me. And I love my husband. I do. I gave him children. Clearly, I love him. But can you fucking... And I even told Ram, why would you have us do this fucking 7? Why? This just doesn't make any sense to me. And it's the literal worst dungeon ever for a caster. I fucking hate that dungeon. And we did a 7. 7.
He's only like, what? No,
Yeah,
last
so if
time
you don't
they,
want to
like,
pug past 7+, invite me and maybe not. People, you already have to help one person be a human, maybe not 2.
Oh.
We did complete it. It was really bad, but we did do it. It was really bad.
Did you get any loot out of there? Yeah, an aneurysm.
Yeah, right. I got a fucking heartburn. I did get something nice out of my chest, and I actually got something that I needed. So I'm really... Normally, though, some of the things that are very frustrating about the Mythic Plus chests is it's usually versatility in nature, and it's usually gear I don't need. And it's all the time. And that gets really frustrating. Last expansion, every piece of gear out of that chest was fucking useless. And I did get, finally, after X amount of times, I just said I'm done. I did. I got the upgraded of the Mage Fuse. Because I had the... I was rocking the 355. I got the 370. So I was really happy about that. Because I like the Mage Fuse. I use the Mage Fuse as part of my burst, so...
Yeah, congrats. Go eat ass.
Listen, you guys should know something about me. I've learned how to swap talents per boss and per dungeon. Who knew? What do you mean? Oh, yeah. I'm a better me, guys. I'm a better me. That's why my damage is better, because I'm a better me. I quit being stubborn, and I quit being lazy. There's still times when I'm lazy, but yes, I do have a different... I have an AoE talent build. I have a single target talent build. Usually it was just all wrapped in one and whatever I felt like using. That is different now, so...
I just got to make a shout out real quick. I know Blow Pro is confusing because it's blue and yellow, but it is my Blizzard World Cup from Overwatch that I drink out of. There's nothing Alliance about it. All right, we're good.
Looks pretty Alliance to me.
Get the fuck out of here. All right. Carry on. Wow, there's still a lot more fucking updates and shit going on here.
Oh, yeah, we got tons of stuff. We're not going to run out of content anytime soon. Don't you worry.
Oh, boy. We got a lot to do.
The new PvP season, again, we've already talked about that. Now, let's talk about... The Cloak of the Hardened Steel is just there. It's just there in my brain. It just wants to be found. I need a Cloak of the Hardened Steel, guys. So 8.1.5. So we know 8.1 is dropping December 11th. We're going to say, so let's put a number on it. We'll say January, hold on, actually. December 11th. Let me do a number crunch thing in my head. Hold, please. 1, 2.
8.33 repeating.
1, 2. Oh, I was going to say maybe they're trying to hit us and it's going to be the first week of January. Because that would put the 2-week season PvP thing ending, but that's not what's happening. Ignore it. We're good.
All right.
So sometime in January, this is season 2 of all the things, right? Then another date that we don't know, which is 8.1.5, Crucible Storms raid. Old God, shit's getting creepier. Weapon whispering, and, you know, we're going to get visited from the beyond the grave. Like, all this weird shit's happening with the old gods, and I'm in, like, I'll go on a date with you. I'm in. Like, you're creepily whispering to people in the ocean anyway, so, like, let's be friends. Because I, too, want to creepily whisper as a fish in the ocean. No? Is that
I
not
feel
a
like you do that already, so... What's different?
Shit! They
All
do
right.
have the best candy, and there's usually chocolate.
No, I'm not even trying.
You're not Rem. Rem's
No.
doing it right now, though. He's not gonna.
I know,
He's gonna
is.
pretend like he's not, but he's totally doing it right now. Like, he literally physically said it out loud right now. I told you. And then Coltarian Human and Zandalari Trolls, allied races. So, who here is going to utilize either the Coltarians or the Trolls in some form or fashion? Yeah, and I am going to make one of my Hordes a troll because I do really appreciate the Zandalari Trolls visually, and the women are kind of hot. I kind of appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Cash, that's right up your alley. Like, I am surprised all of your... Well, they can't be shamans, right? Coltarians can't be shamans? Or they can. It's mages they can't be. Or they can.
No, they can. They can be mages. Warlocks.
Yeah, they can't be That made me really sad. Then again, Zandalari Trolls can't be warlocks either, so how you like them fucking apples? What? I thought it was another thing. It's just that. Shamans. Well, I'm excited because the druid. And I did some Legion Evasions on the druid as balance, and there's been quite a few changes, but I kind of enjoyed playing balance a little bit. It's a little weird because it's the solar empowerment. I'm trying to get my handle on making sure that I spend it efficiently. Did you guys ever think I would say some shit like that?
No.
Whoa.
No, that's crazy. That's what I've been playing my druid as too, and I think it's so nice not having an artifact weapon.
It really is nice not having the artifact weapon.
There
I'm not
was
using
so
because we
many-
absorbed the new moon into a talent. I'm not using that either because I'm good with all that. I don't need any of that stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to make sure that I do my. I like balance because there's a lot of thought involved there. Because you want to make sure that you're using it efficiently. Otherwise, all that shit you're doing is wasted. But I had a good time.
I understand exactly because I quit playing Feral on mine and just went Moonkin, and it's a lot of fun. It's a real learning curve. There's a lot of procs and things you gotta look at, but it's fun.
Yeah, and a lot of shit lights up, so you can't be one of those people that just
Right.
take shit that lights up because you have to pick and choose what's better at the time, given your empowerments. But I did. I had a really good time. I don't know. I mean, I'm only one. I don't even think I've leveled yet. I think I'm still 110, but I enjoyed the movement, in truth. That's the only reason I ult, is so that I can cast while moving. And because some casters you can cast while moving, like Mistweavers have a lot of utility, and a lot of mobility, and a lot of self-heals, and a lot of heals. Mistweavers are just fucking OP. That's why I enjoy playing them. And I'm struggling with this because Rem said, why not make your Mistweaver your Coltarian? And you would think that that would be the thing to do because literally of the next in line of things I play is my Mistweaver,
Mom.
right? I keep her relatively well geared like I do Belle, just because you never know. I can't bring myself to change her from a gnome. I love that she's tiny and just jumps in there with the heels. Like, I tried to think if I could make her.
Well, you used to do RBGs on her, and size and hiding does make a difference.
I
So.
just like being really small. But I'm trying to think which other of my tunes I should make Coltarian humans. So, Murky, are you going to make your mage?
I was thinking about it, but I think I'm going to go straight Druid. Just Druid going to be Coltarian, sorry.
I think
Don't
your
rage.
mage would be... The racials for Coltarians are pretty cool.
No, I did like that with plus, to all professions, and the swim speed and shit was really useful for a mage. I can't remember what else I have on top of my head, though. The knockback.
Yeah, but, like, you're a robust man in real life.
Nah.
Well, you're a
I think
dwarf, so your dwarfs are robust.
That's kind of why I like my dwarf.
You're right.
So, I'm middle ground.
Did I just call you robust?
Called Portly. Get it right.
Let me have more wine, because I just called you robust. I didn't...
And she emptied the bottle, boys. It's that type of night. Oh, nope.
Almost. It's the whole bottle's gonna be done before, and it's really nice actually because it's the most relaxed I've been in a long time. So thank you, Murky, because I really needed that. So.
To call me robust, thanks.
I did.
I'm not gonna live that one down. There's some Coke and rum.
Okay. So patch stuff, guys. There you have it. Boom. Solved all your problems. All the world's problems have been solved with this one thing. Woosah. Okay.
Did you want me to start ranting about Azurite gear and armor already, or do you want me to wait?
No, is there a rant to be had?
Oh, no, I'm just going to start one.
So,
you said this patch is going to fix everything. I'm going to still rant about it until they fix it better.
Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff that's broken, and it's okay. And the patch is going to address a lot of things. And while we're on the subject, I did a video. For Method. The video I did for Method wasn't for Method, it was for Wowhead. The video I did was on highlighting the usefulness that is still existing for professions. It was a good fucking video, okay?
I watched it. There was a lot of information in there. A lot of quick stuff. It was a lengthy video, though. But
that was actually the cut version.
Oh, shit.
So I gave all the relevant information. I thought it was a great video because it helped me, in fact. There was stuff I didn't know. The amount of backlash I had to put up with on the fucking internet with people telling me I'm sponsored, so I'm kissing Blizzard's ass. What? I'm sponsored? Who sponsors me? Guys, we're sponsored. Let's fucking go get tacos. Listen, the only motherfuckers that sponsor me are Camel Blue 99s and fucking Caribou Coffee. That's who sponsors me, okay? That's the only way I make it through life.
I don't know what the first one is.
I didn't want to tell everybody how great professions were. I wanted people to make good out of a shit situation. That's it. Professions suck sometimes for making money based off server. On my server, I don't have that problem because a lot of the professions still make a lot of money, including inscription. So everybody's QQing and crying about that. I can't help them because I make money. But I even said, like, this is based off different whatevers. So the video editor messaged me and he was like, dude, what the fuck? I don't know what the problem is. I didn't do anything wrong. I gave my opinion. Maybe people don't want me to be positive. So then some fucking retard, you know who you are because you listen to the show.
Ooh, hard R.
On Twitter, I noticed you changed ever since you were afraid to piss Blizzard off. Hold on. When have I ever been afraid to piss Blizzard off? Everything I do is on the internet, guys. All my rants, everything is on the internet. So because I don't sick my lackeys on Blizzard, and because I don't shit on them, instead I just rant, speak my piece, and move on, I'm not allowed to be positive about something? Listen, if I wasn't positive, nobody would play this fucking game. If other people like me weren't positive, nobody would play this game. It doesn't make sense for me to word vomit instead of trying to spin shit we can't change right now. We can't do anything about professions, guys. It's there. All we can do is help make it better. So because I highlight things in a shit situation to keep people playing, because we don't have a podcast if nobody's playing. Nobody wants to sit here and listen to Belle bitch about her life for 30 minutes. Maybe they do. Maybe they want to listen about Murky's handy escapades. I don't know what he does. But seriously. So I laugh because I was like, listen, I've never been afraid to speak my piece, and I was genuine in that video. I really liked some of those personals. I genuinely used the discreet spell thread. Genuinely, because the MDI champ told me to. Listen, when the fucking best of the best tells you to do something, you do it. I don't got no shame. So all I'm going to say about that is I'm going to continue doing those videos. And people that don't like them, fuck yourself. You don't watch my show anymore? Fuck yourself. You don't follow me on Twitter? Okay. One less person to disappoint, right? Like, guys, it's not that serious. It's a video game. It's friends who game. It's shit that's wrong, shit that's right. It's okay.
And unfollowed.
Right.
Good job.
I just wanted to get that out of the way because that video thing, like, they were going to have me do a response video. And I'm just like, but that's... I wanted to do that because I thought, well, I could tell people, like, I'm not saying there isn't anything wrong. I'm just highlighting what's good right now. I'm highlighting what you can make use out of if you have these professions.
All right, and there was use to professions outside of rating and stuff like that. Like, that's what you were highlighting.
Nobody mentioned the awesome trinket you get from what's the digging shit? Mine went blank.
Archaeology?
Yeah, nobody mentioned the awesome trinket I highlighted. The trinket that's fucking account bound that you use when you level beyond it and you send it to an alt.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody mentioned how awesome that was, that they probably didn't know about it. But here's the reality. The reality is, I don't really care. I was just like, why are you guys making me feel like I did something wrong? Because I was just trying to be nice. But now let's talk about somebody who's doing something great. There's a gentleman on Reddit, and I gotta love him. I gotta love this guy because he literally is doing God's work. So he spent a few days coding, taking all the object models out of World of Warcraft and like modeling them into his software to create a more, now I'm not gonna say it's real engine. Well, it was highlighted on, somebody shared it on Twitter and I was like, whoa, I'm in. I think Lilith shared it on, somebody shared it on Twitter. Might have been Wowhead. I don't actually know who shared it. But it's probably Wowhead. So they took, and I'm not going to call it real engine, but it's a realistic engine. It's like whatever his version is. There's tons of info. He's been answering people's questions. Like, this shit made this guy famous. Like, you didn't know you were going to be famous, my dude. I just want to throw that out there. But I have it to show you guys. I fixed up my... Oh, I forgot to put some more thing on here. Shit. I almost had my stream deck perfect, guys. Almost. But it's here. So here's the video. And I hope there isn't any audio in this video because that'd be really embarrassing. Well, they didn't say it was the Unreal Engine. They just said realistic engine. The article didn't say Unreal Engine. Unless it was updated since then.
That was pretty.
I didn't read Unreal Engine, just so we're clear. It said realistic engine, not Unreal Engine. Oh. I hate you. So yeah, I'm just going to keep this on loop. Guys, can I just pause this for a sec? How do I, hold on, we could do this. Guys, we are okay, we could. This isn't like the other one where I could pause. How do I... Hold on. How do I pause it?
We done goof.
Well, I just wanted to pause it because I wanted to leave it on a thing, but like XSplit lets me pause. This doesn't let me. Does anybody know how to pause it? Nope. Okay, that's fine. I can't even do it in properties. It just fucking... Okay. Well, we're just going to do an infinite loop. We're just going to sit here and watch this forever. So... Oops. Go check out this video so you can... Now, it just goes away. Well, this is the fucking rudest software I've ever used. Go check out the Reddit link. It's highlighted on Wowhead. It's on my... I shared it on Twitter. That's just a little portion. That looks like I want to live there. Like, I could live there right now. Who would go live with me in Suramar? Anybody?
Too green, too purple.
Wow, coming from the...
I know.
Most flamboyant person I know. Outside of other flamboyant people.
No, I've seen these videos pop up around. Like, there used to be an Elwyn Forest version that somebody done a long time ago. I'd love to see a Barrens one redone.
Why? That Barrens is ugly.
Barrens is beautiful.
It's literally the Barrens for a fucking reason.
It's so good.
You want to see the Barrens? Come drive out here to Buckeye Murky. There's your fucking Barrens. Because that's literally...
I'm already here.
Like,
outside these walls.
We already live in the Barrens. Hello? Well, listen. This gives me hope that there's a brighter future for a more realistic version of World of Warcraft coming. Not today or tomorrow, but it gives me a little bit of hope there. Now I want to talk about the best subject ever to talk about, because boy does this make me happy, and I'm being sarcastic, heavy sarcasm. I want to preface this with a very important thing. And I'm only saying this because I don't want to hear people bitch when I delete their comments or when I refuse to respond or whatever. I don't want to have another conversation about Diablo Mobile. I don't want to have another conversation about how people are upset about mobile games in general. I don't want to have another conversation about this, period. So this next segment is not about how you feel about mobile games, because guess what? I don't care. I don't give a shit.
But this one is about... I'm kidding.
It is about mobile games, but it is not. This is not a debate. This is a discussion or topic of things that could be to make what I'm pretty sure is already in the works better. So this isn't a debate, guys. I don't want to hear one fucking thing at all, because I will literally delete the comments on YouTube later, just so you know. Because I don't want this debate to continue, because you guys literally made me want to fucking blow my head off with your stupid comments on YouTube. Literally. I deleted everyone that was stupid, by the way. So if you're wondering if I'm talking about you, if your comment's still there, it isn't you. Mind-blowing. So. Obviously, we knew that with all the mobile things, World of Warcraft Mobile, eventually there was going to be maybe possibilities, right? WoW had called it World of Warcraft Go. I don't really think that that's what they're doing. I don't think it's going to be a World of Warcraft Go. But I wanted to give you my take and what I see potentially really complementing World of Warcraft. And then I wanted to get Murky's take, and then your guys' take. But I wanted to start a conversation about something positive and not a bunch of jackasses arguing over stuff we can't control, right? So this article was some guy over here made a comment about some guy over here, and then another article place and Kakaktu or whoever them fucking people are that are always wrong in their articles. All this stuff. Whatever. Like, now it equals this is what they're doing. But guys, we're probably not that far off. Like, it's probably pretty realistic to assume that we're going to have a version of World of Warcraft Mobile. I don't think it's going to be a mini World of Warcraft. That's not what I think it's going to be. I've been thinking about this, and I was thinking about this like literally all week, because I was trying to...
like RuneScape.
Yeah, like I'm trying to get a good solid, like what I think would be a possibility. So I think that there's a real opportunity for World of Warcraft to have a mobile IP that complements World of Warcraft but doesn't. So I'm not talking about like all the stuff they're going to be adding to the app that we have now, where they're going to add the social features and all of that stuff. I do think that there's a possibility for them to have a tiny world that is a little branch off of what we have. Obviously, you know, pet related in nature would make the most sense of all the things that you could do mobily on a phone. But what if that were the case? What if it was pet battles, but not the way that everybody would think that it would be? I don't pet battle, so I think that would be pretty cool, because maybe it could give me a reason to pet battle, right? Like maybe I would see some type of joy there. So it would bring you kind of like into that little whatever. So I think it wouldn't just be like a pet battle type of deal. It's easy to call it like Warcraft Go, okay? There's a lot of things about Pokemon Go that work. So I want to say how that could be adapted to World of Warcraft. We're not going to talk about the fact that I'm annoyed that Pokemon Go has caused mass abandonment of what World of Warcraft. Because players apparently can't play both. And that's okay, right? Jim, that's okay. We love you anyway, my dude. But if you break it down, the basic concept of Pokemon Go is actually really smart. Gotta catch them all. People are collectors. And it doesn't even have to be Pokemon Go in nature. It could be fucking shit Go, right? Where you're just collecting different colored turds all across the world. People are collectors by nature. And then you grab everybody and you make this location-based collections. What if you adapted that for World of Warcraft and you had to maybe go to Canada to get a certain pet? Or you had to go put on pants and drive somewhere to get a certain thing or do a certain thing? It's actually pretty smart. location-based collection possibilities, so you could pretty much make it everywhere. Now let's take their raids and gyms. We can expand on that for World of Warcraft. Raids, I wouldn't really say that because I think that would be obvious, but dungeons, team versus team, I think that makes the most sense. That actually sounds pretty fucking fun to me. Like a bunch of us get into a car, it probably won't be me, but because it's something I care about, because it'd be World of Warcraft related, I would probably jump in a car with my friends and go hit up the Burger King and like chill in the parking lot and like wreck other people. I probably would do that. Outposts instead of gyms, right? Defense. I wouldn't want it to be separate. I would want there to be some elements that you could bring into the game. Maybe there's achievements that are linked into desktop version. The pets that you collect maybe out in the world, you can use them in desktop version. I don't really know what that would mean, but I feel like I know I totally would, because it's World of Warcraft, guys. Like, I'm in. So, not so much Pokemon Go, but what if we melded Pokemon Go and Ingress? And we made it where they could build on that every BlizzCon. Because everybody gets together and does the Pokemon Go shit at BlizzCon. It's a big deal. I see people walking around on their phones doing weird shit, and I know I know what they're doing. But why couldn't we make that adaptation? I would do it, guys. It doesn't matter if they're stealing from Pokemon Go or if they're stealing from Whack Your Wiener or whatever weird shit people do game-wise that they download. Like, okay, I'll take it. But I would want it to have a connection in-game. So if I go collect, you know, maybe we go somewhere and we get these pets that are location-based, right? You can only get them in this certain place. I'd want to be able to use them in-game. So I would like there to be a connection. I don't want it to be just a disconnected, you know what I mean? I don't want it to be a disconnected IP. I want there to be a purpose. I'd like there to be achievements that you could track in desktop version. What does anybody think that any of that's a good idea? Merc, what about you?
About your idea?
Yeah, do you think that's a good idea?
It's very interesting. It would be cool. It would be rewarding to people who do the pet thing, because not everybody does pets. So it's interesting. You could play off that in some form. I don't understand how the teaming up fighting thing would work. Like you said, getting with your friends,
like defending your outposts. So you would have to be locationally with your friends. So 5 of us.
So just fighting somebody else with pets, or they're like a super boss pet, or
that's like another team of people trying to take our outpost. Like other players are like, oh, I'm gonna get this bitch's outpost. No, you ain't.
It's weird. I can't think of it because I used to play Pokemon Go actively, and they don't even have that type of thing in there.
Raids. Everybody goes to the same location in raids.
They have raids where they just fight against an AI. Where
no! I'm talking to make
this would be actual PvP.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm talking about like other people trying to take yo shit.
That's interesting.
It'd be really hard to do, right? Because people have lives. But what if like there was like a period where they like throw the flag down and they're like, we want your shit, and then you had a period where you could schedule a thing. I don't really know if that was practical, but it felt like make it more interactive.
Well, so in my mind, because you said Ingress, then all of a sudden, in my mind, I'm thinking Red and Blue, obviously Horde Alliance, and these hotspots are outposts of some sort or something.
Spoiler alert, I played Ingress for a really long time, and although Rem is right, he isn't right, because Ingress is not the same as Pokemon Go, and although Pokemon Go has adapted some of Ingress's technology, it isn't the same. I played Ingress for a really long time, and I know that's hard to imagine, but I actually went to a job and traveled, so Ingress was really nice to play.
No, it's fun. I used to play that too when I traveled.
But I didn't play it to make me travel. I played it because I traveled. It made sense because I was already out in the world. Yeah, made by the same company, but it doesn't have anything to do with whether or not what I said was valid. I just want to point that out.
They all use the same map, all the same hotspots, so Blizzard could buy into it and have that same map, and there's all a ton of outposts.
Right. Exactly. Are you just dead set on just ruining my segment here, Rem? Just let me know when you're done, because you just let me know when you're done.
He wants to log in here and conversate about this.
That's not telling. Like, I don't want to talk about who fucking makes what. I don't care. I'm trying to have a conversation about, is this a good idea? So let's switch gears. Merc, what do you think we could add to that? What do you think would be fun about a mobile game that is not World of Warcraft but is World of Warcraft?
So are you asking me, do you want me, like, I don't even know what I was thinking because World of Warcraft Mobile, you went straight into pets, which I thought was interesting because let's play on Pokemon Go. But when you started talking about this, like I was thinking like you had a character on your phone, you go to these spots for loot for this imaginary character on your phone. I don't know how the game would play out per se, but I figured like you go to these hotspots with friends and do a dungeon at them, and you get gear in some shape or manner.
Do you think do you think it'd be possible for them to adapt like a character from game?
I don't think it would be from game. I don't think it would be from game. It would just be something brand new on the phone, and I don't know how they would integrate it with. They usually don't mix like games and stuff like that. They'd want phone to be on phone and PC to be PC, so I wouldn't know how to blend it. It's a half-thought idea right now, but instead of pet battles at these outposts, I was thinking of them more as a dungeon. The incentive to group up and do a dungeon with people was what I was thinking.
That's actually really interesting. I actually really like that.
But the weird is on your phone, you would have to be a character of some sort, and there would have to be an incentive to level up that character, and the only thing you do is get gear to make it stronger.
What
would he do? I mean, we could go after show, just talk deep into this. There's a lot of little things.
That's actually a really smart idea with a mission board follower, like with your followers in general, being able to interact with, because we send them on stuff, right? We send them places, and we don't know what they do.
Right.
Interesting. Huh.
Mm-hmm. What if, like, you're like these dungeons, like your gear gave you certain traits that made you better at a dungeon, and if your team had the perfect traits to get the percentage to complete that dungeon, you completed and got rewarded. But I don't know how gameplay mechanic would work about it. It's just these are the ideas that I thought of when you started talking mobile Warcraft.
I think it's limitless, really, from a connection standpoint, because if this is something that they integrate, like they're already doing new features with this app where they're connecting a lot of things. I don't know what their API looks like. I don't know what improvements they're doing to be able to cross-connect XYZ and server. Like, I don't know all that, but I think I kind of like that idea.
That's kind of what I had in my mind. That's what popped up was the dungeons, and then you could have the stronger ones, i.e. raids, where you needed a larger group of people. And then the more people would give you a better completion based on how high everybody's gear level is. The game could just always grow. You can have harder dungeons.
And there wouldn't be... Do you imagine there would be some kind of connection to desktop in any sense? Where it's maybe accounts?
There could be mission board rewards involved in this. Like if, let's say that you were able to use your character, like, let's say, so like my mage, for instance, let's say I was able to log in on my phone, select my mage, have a 370 item level, and I go do these dungeons. I could be rewarded Azurite. Augment runes would be really cool, but that probably won't happen. But something that feels good, but isn't something that's going to
make or break whether or not, like, you're missing out if you choose to not play it, but if you do, then you get a cool thing. Like, it isn't like where we all logged into Hearthstone and did the things to get that damn mount.
Right. So, that's something.
I think that's really interesting.
I kind of like that one.
Yeah. I think, I guess it's...
I feel like with the negativity of mobile right now, that they would have to stray away from doing the pet battle thing, or at least launch those simultaneous. I can't even say words now. Launch them
maybe
together.
two. Like there's two. You would need to touch on two different player bases, right? Because you couldn't. That makes sense. You couldn't just have the one thing because there's a portion of people who don't give a shit about pet battles, and I don't like pet battling in game. Not because it never caught my fancy. I like collecting. I'm a collector, but.
Yeah, I do my coin dailies and sell the pets and move on.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of possibilities, which is why I wanted it to be positive. I wanted to have a positive conversation because the reality is it's probably happening. There's probably already shit in the works we don't know about.
Yeah, maybe none of these ideas. It might be a straight up...
What if we're right about all of them?
That would be crazy. Spoilers.
Guys, how's that for clickbait? We just uncovered. Shit.
Warcraft Mobile Go Dungeon Crawler.
Ooh. World of Warcraft Pro Dungeon Crawler.
Whoa.
That's
Wow.
a lot to say for a mobile game. What would we call? Okay, ideas. Throw them in chat, guys. What would we call? We'll pretend that we're gonna merge these ideas into one globule.
If we find one we both agree on, that's what we name this episode.
So,
I want to see something in chat.
What would we call this mobile app? Anything goes here, guys. Anything goes.
TIndergarde.
That's amazing. We're using that. That's going to be the name of the show. Hold on. I got to write that down. Hold on.
Get the crayons.
This is how we're going to get all the searches. Because the word TIndergarde. That's going to be the name of the show. Got that already. Warcraft Grinder.
Me not that kind of work.
Guys, I'm going to make a poll on my Twitter. With all of your guys' suggestions, we're going to make a poll.
Oh God.
Okay, I need some actual good ones though. These are good, but like I need some. I'm gonna put a list on Twitter right now, but I need more. What else would we call it that could be legit names?
MDI Mobile. No. No. You know what I wish they would add in the Warcraft app? I wish those little mini games like the Bejeweled and the Blingtron Circuit Breaker, I wish those were playable on my phone. You know those toys that you can buy in game and play those games?
I like the way you think because I think that's already coming.
Oh shit. I think that would be fun.
I think that's the reason they stepped into Candy's situation. King Candy, whatever the fuck who it is. Who is it?
Oh,
who they buy? The Candy Crush people.
I don't know the name off my head. I know it, but
yeah, the Candy Crush people.
Mom, you played this stuff. Who did
Warcraft Battle on the go. PopCap, yeah. Oh, I think it was King, isn't it? Pretty sure it's King. Yeah, it's King. PopCap is like, yeah, I don't know who PopCap is. Well, yeah, so it would have to be something that would be easy to say, and it would have to fit on a little, you know, in the app market. Like, you have to think globally.
Warcraft Endless. No, I don't know. I know, I just thought of Diablo Immortal.
Warcraft Bejeweled.
You're right, it does have to be a short title and...
Yeah, it's got to be like, and it's got to be something catchy.
Right, you can't use your words like legendary.
Warcraft Crush. We're gonna have to think about this. If I'm gonna do this list, I want to impress.
Warcraft Unchained goes mobile.
Ooh.
Call it Pumpcast.
I like that.
We thought of it.
Warcraft Unchained. Huh.
Warcraft, because yeah, it'd have to be Warcraft, and then you just gotta find a catchy word that just.
I need you guys to post your stuff because I'm gonna make a list.
A literal World of Warcraft.
Yeah, like, but there would need to be an identifier there because of the
Warcraft Dungeon Group. Oh, that's lame. It's lame. It's just literal.
Warcraft Battles. No.
Actually, no. That would fit because you're still faction sided, and that's how you do it. No, I guess you'd clear the dungeon to take over the outpost, and then it would turn your color. Maybe, I don't know.
What if it was just Warcraft?
What if it was just Warcraft before? Oh wait,
Dick.
Not to be confused with the movie.
Oh yeah, you're right. They have to have different IPs for different shit and different things and different
Warcraft
stuff.
factions. Hmm.
Oh, I like that possibility.
It could float. BFA girl.
I hate you. I hate you.
Blow said that. He wrote it. I just read it.
Laughing more than I should be. Oh God.
All right. Send us your ideas.
Yeah, submit your ideas. I want to change the shape of the comments to some positivity because there's been a lot of negative fuckheads on the YouTube. Fun. And most of you guys don't get to see that because I come in there and fucking intercept that shit and I'm like, nope, you're deleted because you're a cunt. Nope, you're deleted because you're a cunt. I've done a lot of mass deleting lately because it isn't an opinion, it's rude. When you start insulting people.
And I'm still here.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Oh, wow, go.
Nova, you're not giving me your best here. Like, you're not giving me your best. WoW Go is not the best of the best. I'm going to need you to think outside the box. I feel very confident that you guys are going to be able to do it. She said, damn it. WoW on the go.
Dead by Warcraft, Fallout Warcraft, World of... Oh, no, that didn't work. Sorry, I was just looking at Twitter.
Wow, Owen Wilson. Wow.
Wow.
Shiitake mushrooms. I think it's things like this that get the blood flowing about potential places that we could go without being stuck in our we can only be PC. Right? Like, sometimes it's okay to take what you love beyond and make it better or add to it. So I obviously am on the train of whatever that form takes. As long as they're not like shifting World of Warcraft to be only a mobile game, then I might, then I might burn some stuff down naturally. But I think it's good to talk about these things because at the moments when we're really frustrated about stuff that's going on in game, I think it's nice to talk about the possibilities of where things could take us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Murky, what's your... Yeah, we're going to need a Kirk and a Picard. I bone your ass. That's weird. Merc,
yes.
What is your Can You Not this week?
Oh boy. What tickled my fancy this week?
Oh my.
Not really.
I'm making my list to post on Twitter, but I need more entries.
You work on your list.
Okay.
So my tryhard in me is a little sad that I'm not doing any mythic raiding yet. So I have ventured into pugging my mythic raids right now. I fucking hate the shit out of people who leave a raid after one wipe. If you sign up for a raid, you need to... Well, you don't need to, but like, come in mind with like a 3-strike rule or something, even 2 strikes, but one wipe, we're pugs, and even if the majority is a guild group, even if it's just straight pure pugs, one wipe, and then fuck, I seriously spent 2 hours in a goddamn queue just to do a boss fight that took 8 minutes and finally got the kill, only to receive nothing for it. But that 2-hour queue was a piece of shit because every time we'd have one little wipe, one person would leave, and of course the rats follow, and then we got to sit in queue and refill. And of course, eventually, like 30 minutes would pass, and the same people who were in our group earlier would just come back in our group because they're just jumping group from group in the queue, just looking for an easy kill. Like, give it 2 pulls at least, then I won't feel bad. Give it 3. We're all trying to
work. Who thinks a mythic pug is going to actually work? Murky, you don't really think that that's gonna be a thing, right?
I don't think a full clear, but the first 2 bosses are actually very easy if you watch the videos. It's just having the bodies there is literally the only requirements for it. You think heroic Talic is easy, right? You do this fight with us weekly, we always kill it, it's just a snooze fest. In Mythic, all it is don't stand in the circles that spawn around people and you're done. It's just having 20 people. But you always get the one guy that who's new, who didn't want to read anything. Like I went above and beyond, did some research, so I knew what was new coming into the fight because I haven't touched Mythic yet before until this point. But fucking pissed me off.
I'm trying to reason with the husband while you were doing your can you not. But so I want to identify with your can you not, but you know it's hard for me to identify with mythic stuff. So I'm trying to put myself even in a heroic pug or any kind of pug, it would get annoying. It doesn't even have to be mythic specific. I would get annoyed.
It's even like in heroic. I mean,
like work with me here. Don't be a jerk.
Right, like give it a 3-strike roll, a 2-strike roll, but you'll just come in, think it's going to be easy, and just bounce. It'd be great if it finished in one shot. I don't blame you. I don't want to wait in queue either, and I know obviously mythic is a little tougher to get into. But it applies to heroics. It applies to, oh, you wiped in an expedition. I'm going to drop out of group, and then you guys are stuck for 10 minutes without somebody in there. That sucks. I don't know if you've ever had that happen.
Well, Cash, the good news is I don't particularly like Milk, so it's a good thing I don't have to answer to him anymore when it comes to a raid perspective. He was not my favorite. That's okay. I don't have to love him. You have to love him. I do miss you guys, though. Some of you. Not all of you. But I miss some of you. No, it's not even racist. He's just an asshole in general. People think I don't hear things, right? I do. I don't miss much just because I don't speak on it. Doesn't mean I don't know. But all that matters is I am excited for your wife's bread. When am I going to expect your wife's bread before I do my can you not? Can I get like a... I'm trying to OD on some banana bread, like...
Oh, I thought you were going to get some buns just so
no,
you could take
she
that
makes
pesto.
the most delicious banana and pumpkin bread. Like, I can't even... Oh, God bless her. God bless her. So what I do is I take most of the banana bread, most of the bread in general, and I hide it, and I give the kids their own. Because she sends me a couple, and I take all of it, and I just put one out for the children. I actually bring the one up here next to the computer monitor. And I have a fork up here.
And a knife to cut fingers off who reach over.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed. It's delicious. Okay, my can you not? I didn't have a can you not. You want to know why?
Oh, why not?
Because my whole week has been so stressful that I didn't know how to throw... I didn't know how to pick out one can you not. Actually, I do got one. I do got one. It's a good one, too. I was going to do it before, but then I was like, man, and Murky's going to be mad. He's going to think I'm just being a dick.
Go for it.
Every week, we raid the same time. The only time the time changed is when the time changed. When the time changed, we didn't have to raid an hour later on Monday. Everybody knows that. It's pretty clear. We all showed up the time before just fine. Never fails. There is always one or two. In this instance, one of them happened to be Murky. I don't get a text. I don't get a shout out. I don't get a carrier pigeon. I don't get a fucking message. I don't get anything, period. As the raid leader, I get nothing. We just don't show up. Right? I don't get nothing. So I have to guess. I'm calling. The one time, out of all the times he doesn't have his phone. This phone is literally glued to his ass, guys. Literally, like me. Like, him not having his phone is like me saying I don't have my phone. When I say I don't have my phone, you guys know I'm lying, because I totally have my phone. Like, I have my phone. Sometimes it is on the charger, but, like, it wasn't just Murky. There was a couple. With my busy... If I'm not going to show up to raid as the raid leader, I make sure I just quick chat. Hey, I'm not going to be here, or I'm running late. Whatever. Can you not act like it's no big deal that you don't let the raid leader know that you're going to be late, that you're eating dinner? Okay, cool, that you're eating dinner. Can you at least let me know that you don't plan on showing up for an hour so that we're not waiting on you, because Monday is literally the hardest day for us to progress. So... we're only 5 of 8, and we should be farther. But you know why we're not farther? Because nobody wants to show up for raid on Monday. That's why we're not farther. So I either turn into a cunt and start booting people off the team who don't want to give it the fair level of effort, or I got to deal with everybody and their million excuses on why they can't do this and why they can't do that. Guys, I have my own busy life, too. I'm raising fucking children. I'm literally running a department at work. I'm I mean, we're all pretty busy. Everybody's busy is equal to them. So then, Murky, this is part of my can you not. This motherfucker throws his mom out there. I was with my mom. Do not use your mother, your grandmother, or your children when I am mad, because that is unfair. So because Murky doesn't have kids, because people use their kids, I know he was with you. But he immediately says my mom, because he knows, like children disarm me. No, you don't have to be sorry that your son couldn't send me a message letting me know he wasn't going to be there. This isn't because he was with his mom. This is because he couldn't tell me. He could have just said, yo, my mom's more important than you, cunt. Like, here. Anything. People just stroll in an hour later. I'm like, okay, cool. So, the can you not isn't don't have a life. It isn't don't do things. It's, can you just let me know? Just let me know. Just do it. Guys, don't be a dick. Don't be that guy that doesn't let anybody know. That's not nice. And then you make your mom feel bad. See how you are? You make your mom feel bad. All he had to tell me before raid is his mother, and there would never have been an issue. I'd have been like, well, he's with his mom because I love his mom. But see, Murky's smart, because instead of saying anything, he was just like, well, I was with my mom, because that's what I would say.
We were out phone shopping. My battery doesn't keep my phone alive on these long road trips out here, so we were actually out shopping, looking at phones.
Did you get a new phone?
No. There's no deals out. I have to literally keep mine plugged in at the computer. I have to keep this, or I can't call anybody or do anything with it.
Well, the good news is,
you want to buy me a battery?
I don't know what it's like to have a battery in a phone, because mine's like together. Is that what your problem is? You just need a battery?
It overheats, gets really hot, and it's a solid metal back, so it just burns the shit out of my pocket.
What service do you have?
I have Verizon. So this phone is a warranty replacement through their insurance company, and the insurance company won't do something back without doing some other shit.
Like what? Like you have to...
I need a PIN number for our insurance account, but my father doesn't know what the PIN number is because I'm on my family's account, so they won't do anything for me. We've been through these steps plenty of times.
Well, soon should be a really good opportunity to replace phones, because the closer we get to Christmas, the better it is.
Oh yeah, great deals.
I thought I had a Verizon phone link. I don't actually know what I have in my house, to be honest. I think there might be a floating around iPhone or something. I thought about doing the Pixel, but nah, I'm good.
It doesn't have good reviews at the moment, so...
Yeah, like the original version, it killed it. Everybody was so happy. But the second version, because I was looking at the Pixel. Well, listen, guys. Here's what this next, and I'm going to close this out.
Shit happens. Accept it.
Right. So I'm going to close this out with things that we're going to take into the new year, because it's important. I want to be a better human, right? And I think that's everybody's strive, whether it's in gaming, whether it's upping my content. I got some real exciting things in the works. Some really weird things in the works that were unexpected, but whatever. I want to be a better human, and I want other people to be a better human. I want to make the world around me better, right? So in 2019, part of the thing that I'm going to be doing on each show is I'm going to be doing challenges to make everybody better humans, whether it's in-game challenges, whether it's real-life challenges, whether it's maybe doing the one thing that you don't want to do for just one day, whatever the case may be. I don't know what this looks like. But what I want to do is I want to establish a global collective of people that want to see the same change and the same positive vibes and the same fun and maybe a little bit of wickedness, right? Like, we don't have to always be like Sally go whatever. Not homework, fun work. It's not homework. But what I want to do is I want to get more involved, and I want people to be more involved in taking pride in the games that they play, pride in the way that they play those games, pride in the people that they are while they're playing those games. Just, I don't know what this means, guys. I'm a little drunk, so I don't fucking know what any of that means. But no, I don't want to be a better person in the sense of, like, I don't want to stop saying fucking cunt, because that's just who I am. Like, and I still want to be a dick, but overall to... I just want to make things better because the world sucks right now, guys. And we ignore most of it because we're gamers. We don't have to deal with most of that shit because it's just whatever. But it's depressing. And I feel like we could just make a nice bubble where everything is rainbows and, you know. Oh, join 10. And those are the things. That's, Cash, you were exactly in my mental space. Those, not necessarily that thing, but like just things that I could challenge people to do, and you come back with a screenshot that you did this challenge, and it could be a ton of random shit. It could be just that. Join 10 pugs and leave after the first wipe. Or I don't know, but it doesn't have to be like good, wholesome everything, just good nature community as far as us is concerned, like us as a people. So I just think about what that looks like, and I want you guys to get excited for those things because there's going to be some type of challenge every show starting in 2019. I've been doing a lot of things that I want to bring that it's hard because everybody else is doing all their things right, and I just want to be different. So yeah. It's exactly like that, though. That is exciting. Yeah, tell a random dad joke every dungeon. And it's those kinds of things that make people not take things too seriously. And I think it's fun. And I don't know what I'm calling it yet. I don't know how it's going to work, but I know we're going to track it, hashtagging and all this kind of thing. And I want to see... I want to see how far we can take this to see if it spreads. Because I want to spread, not herpes, but... I want to spread something. It could be herpes. I don't know. But, and it's, yeah. So, I wasn't going to say anything until the last episode of the year, actually, but fuck it.
Surprise. Be prepared.
But I want to do all kinds of just cool challenges each week, and I want to see, and I'm going to give away shit for just, you know, just doing random shit. Maybe you have to run an entire pug heroic naked. I don't know. Like, just different things. So, get hyped for that. I really hope a lot of you still have subscriptions because and we could even be doing online things. Like, we don't have to just limit it to game, though I would like it to be. But just, New Year's going to bring, I want to be more focused on having fun and doing shit that is unorthodox. Because that's important.
This could be wild.
Yeah, like the sky's the limit. And like maybe we have seasons where like there's a winner every season because they did the most things with the most style or whatever. And then that winner got like fucking, I don't know.
Have a drink in the Whispering Eye and take a screenshot.
Yes! Like, I don't know what that would look like. Maybe that winner would get to be like, maybe you could come to my house and I'll make you tacos. Like, I don't know what that looks like overall. That feels like it'd be creepy, but I mean...
What is it?
I'll do you naked. That's so weird, Randy, you would say that. It's really hot in here because I've been drinking. But be thinking about that. And I've said it here on the internet, so if another person takes my idea, at least I've said it out loud so everybody knows that I had the idea. But be looking for details on that because I don't know what it looks like.
Although we got to call in, he's got a suggestion. I'm sorry. We're going to call in, he's got a suggestion on line 2.
That is coming. I'm working it out. That is coming. So, yes. Hopefully, we can make this less about showing up to watch people talk about a game and more about interacting and being a part of that and seeing how we could form this into some fuckery on our servers, ultimately. So, guys.
Community fun.
I think it's going to be good.
It's going to be cool.
Why? You should talk. Cash, you are very intelligent. Sometimes. Just kidding.
Oh, wow.
Was I kidding about the sometimes, or was I kidding? No, I'm not trying to get you guys to date, Blow. This isn't a dating community. This is just a... Let's see how far we could take it into World of Warcraft. Like, let's just see what kind of...
6 inches.
I know that I want to do something bigger than just regurgitating the shit that's already on the internet. And yeah, I don't know what that looks like. I might be
Just
nuts, guys.
positive. Just be fucking a good human.
I feel like I just snorted a line of Coke before the show, and I didn't. I just drank. So I tried to buy Coke at BlizzCon because I was going to slip it in Rem's drink. Don't tell Rem.
Well, that's on the internet now.
I'm kidding, guys. I would never roofie anybody. God, like, I would tell them.
Your cheeks are like getting red. You're really
It's
drunk.
because it's hot in here, and like... Okay, so get excited because it isn't going to be exciting all the time, but I have ideas, and they roll around in the clinker. So yeah, I think things are gonna be good, maybe, or it's all gonna crash and burn. Guess what? The good news, it doesn't fucking matter. Who cares?
We're still gonna have fun anyway, so
Yeah, and like
join us and have fun with us.
we don't have anything to lose, right? We got nothing to lose.
We're nobodies. Her reputations.
Yeah, who has these guys? We don't have reputations.
What the fuck?
There's also a product that I've been testing,
Ooh.
and I'll talk about it next week. I'm giving it the good workaround, but not reach around. But I did use it yesterday, and it was the first day that I got off the computer and didn't have wrist problems. I'm actually really excited. I didn't raid, so the real test is going to be raid night, or even a Mythic Plus. But already yesterday, it was pretty great. So we'll talk about that next week. I've been testing things.
I know now.
Yeah, I want to make sure I have all the data before I go run in my mouth. But I'm pretty fucking...
That's smart.
I'm pretty happy about it so far, but we'll see. I got to put it through the real test, and the real test is raid. So, okay. We didn't do our weeks in WoW, but really it was a holiday. Like, we all do the same shit everybody else does. No, it's not the mouse pad with boobs. That one isn't comfortable because it's not natural for your wrist. It isn't a mouse pad at all. It isn't a mouse pad at all. Put it this way, I bought it not realizing I was getting a box of shit in the mail already. So I'm already getting stuff I didn't realize I was getting, but I already bought it because I was testing it for science. We'll talk. You guys will know what that means later, but it isn't today.
Stop teasing me.
I know. But guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. I offered to touch the husband's pee-pee if he got me burgers, so I gotta
That's
go.
on you.
I gotta go see. I said if you feed me, I'll touch your pee-pee. Guys, this is what it's like to be married for fucking a million years. He loves me. I don't even have to.
As long as everybody's happy.
He told me not to lie. He acts like I would lie.
You would lie.
Yeah, burgers are yourself starting tonight. Kiko, that's why you're my dude. Although I thought you were a girl, but you're not. And apparently you have tiny hands. Because people give you tiny hands. So, as we're wrapping up and winding down the show, I was in Discord when I was in the bathroom. I was like, why are these tiny hands here?
Well, that's so good.
I want burger and french fries because I haven't had any of those things. And it's a bad idea because I get the meat sweats when I eat fried foods at night.
You're already sweating, so
I know.
okay.
I don't want to get the meat sweats. Kiko's got tiny hands. That's hilarious. I laughed so hard when I seen that picture. There's a lot of stuff that I don't say in Discord that I probably should, that just, it comes to my brain during the day, and I'm like, I should probably just say that. Then, like, people are going to think I'm weird, and then everybody's going to leave the Discord, because here I am posting random dumb shit.
That's the best. We have a great community.
Yeah. I have heartburn, though. Not important. Okay, guys.
Well, on that note, we should end it.
Yeah, we're going to get on out of here because I'm starving, and I want to go I need to test this new graphic card that I got. It's not new in general, but it's new to me, and I'm not too good for a hand-me-down. A Bell's Thought channel. Yeah, no, that's all bad. That's like Incredible Thoughts, really, though. I should do an Incredible Thoughts channel. That's a good idea. Not Bell's Thoughts, but an Incredible
Thoughts.
I love it. Hold on, I'm making... Guys, some of your best ideas come when you're drunk. Or your best agreeing of ideas. I'm an Incredible Thoughts. We are going to make an Incredible Thoughts channel. Rem is a thought. Didn't your wife make you dinner, Rem? Make her feed you. That's part of the wifely duties. Okay, before Rem kills me, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Guys, thank you for being here, and thank you, random citizen.
Don't forget to send us your titles for whatever our WoW mobile game could be titled.
Yes, comment below. If I made you mad this episode,
sorry, but not.
grab some duct tape, stretch it out. Just let me know how that works out. Guys, follow us, subscribe, unsubscribe, throw bottles at us, hit us with ketchup. We don't care. We are just here to be there. Next week we will have Rem, hopefully. I think. I don't actually know what's going on, but I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
He's right there.
No, not next week. Rem is not here next week. He's gone. No Rem. Yeah, he has to go out of town. He's gonna be in Indiana getting his new wife.
Oh, flying in from Russia.
Or cousin. We don't really know. It could be like he's got a lot of family there, so there might be some cross-sectioning happening. It's an exciting time to be alive. So Rem is not going to be here next week. I think the idea is to pull in Angie, so that's going to be interesting. Poor Angie's going to want to shoot us in real life. Like, she's literally going to want to kill us. I think we lost her to raiding now, though, because I think this is now the time she raids. But I think she's going to be able to accommodate next week. Right? Angie, are you still here? Did you leave us to raid? I think because she's raid leader, so she's, you know... Who is can I go to Maui? Who wants to take me to Maui? I need some fucking spam and rice in Maui, not in America.
I guess Blow and Rem are going to Maui.
Nobody ever wants to take me to Maui.
No one ever pays me income.
I can't see my forehead.
All right, we got to end this.
Guys, it's just going to decline. We're just going to get worse. Angie, if you're still here... I'm just trying to confirm you for next week. I think she's raid leading, so that's more important. But I think I don't know, guys. I'm just going to go. Okay, bye.
We love you all. Thank you. I don't know if the credits are rolling.
No, the credits aren't rolling. I just wanted to see if you'd just sit there and be awkward.
Oh, I will be.
Angie's still here. I think she's raiding, though. She might not be actively listening. Angie, if you're actively listening, I love you. Okay, now I'm going to really roll the credits. Hold on. I don't know if it's actually playing the song because I can't hear the feedback, but I would say that it's doing stuff, so...
Well, I can't either. It's just music.
It's really weird that I just need to get my act together. I think I am going to do a soundboard. Not a soundboard, but I might do the, the switch.
Yeah, you got to start everything back up. You just redid everything, so...
No, but I might put in an actual switch, an audio switch, so that I can control what's outputted. I really need to just not be,
you got to sit down for a couple of hours and just want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, Blow, every time I hear the song when I rewatch the episode for editing, it makes me very nostalgic, and I miss the original cast members sometimes. So very nostalgic.
We are useless.
Oh, I guess I should stop now, right? Okay, so I want to test this button because I put a new button. Insanguina. I like you, Insanguina. Hey, this thing... Hold on. So if I hit this button, what does it do? Are we ready to test?
Yeah, I guess, but...
It does!